What is going on, gang? It is Bobo Mac, that's right, here at Crisis in the Toyverse HQ. Today, I'm doing another ToyFair 2018 Fallout coverage video. However, I do want to talk about everybody's favorite toy brand, that being Neca. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First thing on the table, of course, we're talking about the Neca Crash Bandicoot figures. These guys were announced a little bit before ToyFair this year, and now we got some pictures of the 3 different Crashes that are coming out. Some collectors are like,
oh, why are they doing that? I want my Cortex. I want my Tiki Mask guy. Blah, 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 blah.
You know what? It's new Crash figures. Everybody should be excited. And if you're not excited, well, there's probably no pleasing you. That's all I really got to say about Crash. Let's move on to some retro cloth. Now, they announced a lot of things, be it a Reanimator, which is a great film, which I enjoy. Elf, I could take it or leave it with Elf. But one of the things I was really excited for is the Fog. Look at that figure. That guy's going to go great with either Mezco Ghostbusters or Diamond Select Ghostbusters. That's what I'm primarily going to be purchasing this guy for. Moving on from that, let's just drop the bombshell continuously. We've been seeing the prototypes for Stephen King's It figure based on the film that came out in 2017. If that wasn't good enough, they finally showed one all painted up, and we got a boatload of accessories from a balloon to a couple alternate heads, an extra set of hands, and a boat. They all float down here, yeah. So that is pretty cool. But that's not where the fun ends with it, folks. That's right. We're also getting a Tim Curry version of the character. Jam-packed with a crap ton of balloons. 3, count them, yes, 3 alternate heads. Some alien spider-like hands. And a noisemaker. I think both versions of this character look great, and I am very much looking forward to tracking both of these guys down. Because after all, who doesn't love it? If you don't love it, then, well, you're not it. Moving on from that, we go into Pan's Labyrinth. They showed off a whole bunch of stuff, from diorama pieces to a ton of other stuff by Del Toro. But the Pan Labyrinth figure, I'm happy to hear and read that it will be a 7-inch scale figure. It looks really great. Now, I'm sure there's some out there who want it in 1/4 inch. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't happen. I mean, from all the looks and designs and everything, it looks like they're going to try to do both 7-inch and 1/4 scale. But I don't have that confirmed or anything. It's just my own assessment on it. But this guy looks cool. But if that wasn't cool enough, he comes with this throne. I could see a lot of people picking it up just for the throne alone. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see how this guy fully turns out. And if nothing else, he's going to be great alongside a John Constantine figure. So moving on from that, we got some alien stuff here. And of course, harkening back to that Kenner line, we got the, I believe it's the Scorpion. And then, I forget the guy's name off the top of my head. Why am I blanking on this? I'm sure after it's all done, I'll get a ton of dislikes for this. But I cannot think of the guy's name off the top of my head. So, leave your dislikes, because I've totally botched it. But we also got that spider-type alien, too. Which is or the spider-snake-type alien. Which I think looks pretty cool. Some people are like, I don't know. You know, I kind of felt that way about the Queen Hugger, because I never picked that one up, but I think I will pick up the spider, or not the spider, but the snake alien, because I did have the retro figure. But these things look cool. A lot of detail on these, a lot of fun. I can't wait to have them in my hands. This Dutch 2-pack set also looks great based on the video game. Both characters done very nicely. I played the video game a couple times. I'm not that familiar with it. It just looks cool, and who doesn't love cool alien and Predator figures? And then next, this one was a huge surprise, and I'm happy that they're going to be including it. We're getting the Elder Predator from Predator 2 in his young form, based on that Dark Horse comic, and I'm very excited about this because they also included that pistol that you see later on in Predator 2. But in the comic, you see how he got the pistol, and that's a really fun story. So, very psyched about that. Moving on from that, we got the Enforcer 2-pack set. Look at those deranged and scary looking heads. I believe that is the Predator that goes on a warpath. He just kills everyone and everything. And then the other Predator comes in and takes them out. Now, I believe these have been released before, but now they're getting the updated articulation and coming with a crap ton of accessories, which is very cool to say the least. So moving on from that, that's right, I'm moving on fast and furious here, folks. We got Friday the 13th Part 2 Ultimate Edition. Now, back in the day, I had the 2-pack with the mom and Jason, obviously. But seeing this set done right is pretty cool. A lot of people have been hoping for that base that came with that 2-pack set. Hopefully we get it. But in the meantime, we got this going on. I love the heads. I love the accessories, and the campfire part 2 looks great. No pun intended being a part 2. So very stoked about that. And yes, speaking of Jason, he's getting the quarter scale treatment. This is very exciting. I believe Randy said it had been 8 or 9 years since Jason has had the quarter scale treatment. He looks fantastic. Look at the detail on that. The paints, the sculpt, the weaponry. It's going to be fun to see how this turns out. I normally don't collect quarter scale stuff unless it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But this guy's on the maybe list right now. Very stoked about that. And moving on from that, Ashy Slashy returns in puppet form. This time he's all demonic and ready to bite off your hand. Now, I've yet to review Ashy Slashy. I got something really fun planned for that. And I'm going to get to it, I promise. But seeing this one, I'm very excited. I could see how some people are like, oh, why didn't he come with the teeth and the alternate eyes? I'm guessing it was a cost purpose. I don't know how they would have integrated that on a puppet. I mean, there are ways to do it. But either way, I'm going to have another Ashy Slashy puppet. And I promise I'll get that review out sooner than the one here. I believe this one's scheduled for July, maybe? It might even be in the fall. I'm not totally sure. I don't remember off the top of my head. But definitely excited about that. One of the last things to cover here is if you're a fan of Gremlins, NECA's got you covered. Not only are they have they released that Ultimate Gizmo, but they also have coming soon the Spider Gremlin reissued. And now they're updating the tooling and articulation for our Gremlin himself. He's packed with a ton of accessories, be it beer, popcorn. It looks like a change. He's got a ton of stuff. Randy even alluded to the fact that there's going to be even more stuff. They're really going to try to pack this guy to the gills with some awesome props and accessories. What more could you ask? I think the Gremlins line has a very dedicated fan base, and the fact that they're getting an updated release of this guy is even cooler. I'm actually thinking about going to pick up a Gizmo as I record this review. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm definitely going to be picking up this guy. Now, with that being said, there is one last important thing to cover. Let me just pull it up here. A few years ago when San Diego announced by NECA they were going to do the arcade turtles, they had that awesome backdrop of a building. Well, at this year's Toy Fair, NECA's making dreams a reality. They're going to be offering a building dio. No word on pricing and how to get this and all this fun stuff yet. But this is going to go great not only with Turtles, but Marvel, DC, Mezco, you name it. There are endless possibilities to this. And I hope the toy photography community really embraces this. I can see people buying a ton of these and really making these a success. I just hope they're easy to come by. So definitely be on the lookout at these at either at a retail place or online and buy as many as you can afford that won't hurt the wallet. So guys, that's pretty much it for my NECA coverage. Hope you guys enjoyed. You know the routine by now. Like, share, subscribe, comment, leave a dislike. It hasn't stopped a couple of idiots on here from doing that. So I say that jokingly. But anyways, I appreciate positive feedback as much as I appreciate negative feedback. I will listen, so you guys should know that. Guys, I got a whole bunch of links to plug that are in the description below, be it Extreme Dash Sets, Big Bad Toy Store. For all things geekery in the podcast verse, go over to undercovercapes.com today and see what they got cooking. Lastly, on Instagram, throw a follow at Toy Lover Crew. See what they got going on as well. Guys, take care. Thank you so much. And until next time, great googly moogly.